Hi all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to share two horrific stories with you about relationships gone bad that should have just ended with a breakup, but instead ended in utter tragedy. I'll begin in North Baltimore, Ohio, on June 27th of 2023, where a woman who police have not yet named had an argument with her 23-year-old boyfriend, Jonathan Baker. According to police, Baker was angry, so he took the woman's 7-month-old baby girl and fled with her. They said when they received the 911 call from the mother that her boyfriend kidnapped her baby, they sent a bolo out for his yellow Camaro to police and surrounding communities. Then, an off-duty officer spotted his car driving through the city of Tiffin, so he followed him and radioed his location in. When squad cars caught up to him, they tried to initiate a traffic stop, but police said when he saw them, he sped away. Then, at a high rate of speed, he veered off the road and crashed into a house. Investigators later said he crashed so hard that the house was knocked off its foundation. Police saw the baby in the back of the car, so they broke the rear window to pull her out of the wreck, but she was bleeding from her head and barely breathing. So police performed life-saving measures and she was transported to the hospital. But it was too late. She succumbed to her injuries and was pronounced dead shortly after arrival. The POS who killed her was also transported to the hospital and was listed in critical condition. News reports say nobody was in the house at the time of the crash because it's a rental home and the last family who lived there had just moved out the week before. Thank God there were no children outside playing. This story is tragic enough. And I feel like I want to ask something really stupid here. Like, what in the hell could he have been fighting with her about that would make him want to kidnap her baby and hurt her? But that would imply that there was actually a reason that would justify what he did. And there isn't one. Not a one on God's green earth. Other than he's a monster with zero regard for human life. And he wanted to hurt his girlfriend in the worst way possible. That's it. Another precious child snuffed out because a lowlife POS didn't get his way. I guess breaking up is out and murder is in, huh? Whatever happened to good old F you, I'm out and walking away? I guess it doesn't pack quite the same punch as putting people 6 feet under and leaving entire families devastated and broken, does it? And no, I didn't forget the big man points you score for taking out an innocent, defenseless child. Now, there are some news reports that say Baker was the baby's father, that the baby was a boy, and that Baker told his girlfriend over the phone that he was homicidal and suicidal, and that he had already killed her baby. But I didn't include any of these details because I don't know that they're facts. So, I stuck with the information released by the police. They referred to the baby as the girlfriend's child. They said she was a girl, and I didn't read that they confirmed Baker had contact with his girlfriend after he kidnapped her baby. So, there may be more to this story, but none of it changes the fact that a precious little child who represented nothing but love was taken from this world by pure evil. And unfortunately, she wasn't the only one. According to police in Tempe, Arizona, 20-year-old Adrian Aguilar was another boyfriend who apparently never heard that breaking up was an option, because they claim he shot and killed his 18-year-old girlfriend of just 3 months. Yes, a whopping whole 3 months of dating. On June 15th of 2023, after he suspected she was cheating on him. But Aguilar said the police got it all wrong. He told them he didn't murder her. He said they were attacked by gang members who ran up on his car and shot at them as they were driving by. But he must have forgotten about the witnesses who watched the shooting unfold that day, or he wasn't aware that there were any. Because when police told him that they provided very different accounts of what happened, they said he changed his story pretty quickly. He told them that he worked with his girlfriend, and they left work together that day to go to a pool party. After the party, he was driving her home when she received text messages from another guy asking her to hang out. He said he accused her of cheating on him with the other guy, but said she denied it. But he didn't believe her. So he accused her again, and again, and again. But he said she kept denying it. So he became enraged and told police that he demanded she tell him the truth or he was going to shoot her. Now, keep in mind, his girlfriend is trapped with him in a moving car as this argument is going on. He told them she just kept arguing with him, so he shot her in the leg. Then he told her to admit what she did again, but she continued to deny it. So, he said, he shot her again. He told police she begged him to stop the car, but he kept driving, demanding she tell him the truth. And each time she denied that she was cheating, he said he shot her again. Then he told police she grabbed his gun, and they began to struggle, so they crashed into a curb. Then he wrestled the gun from her, exited the vehicle, and shot her multiple times, killing her, before shooting himself in the chest. Aguilar was taken to the hospital for treatment, arrested, and charged with first-degree murder. His 18-year-old girlfriend was pronounced dead at the scene. Two horrific stories. Both could have ended with people acting like adults and walking away, taking time to cool off, and deciding to do the right thing and break up so they could go on with their lives. But instead, they chose to not only throw their young lives away, but to end the lives of innocent victims as well. These so-called men were 20 and 23 years old. 20 and 23. And because they couldn't handle problems in their relationships, they lost their minds and ended lives. Now, the families and loved ones of their victims, as well as their own families and loved ones, are left to pick up the pieces, mourn their loved ones, and try to cope with what they've done. Now, they're victims too. May God help them find a way to get through this. I'll be praying for them all. Thank you all so very much for listening. I hope you know how much I appreciate you. Please stay safe out there, and I'll see you on my next video.